All right, Shalom. Call halal la Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rukaha Kodashim, double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the elect scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Lord willing, this one will be quick. As you see here titled in the picture, scientist claims most of us are bisexual, just like our primate relatives in the jungle. And as you see depicted here, two demons, two nigger women. The one on the left is a popular rapper called Young M.A., which she's a glorified sodomite. Our people are fully destroyed, nothing new. Nonetheless, we're gonna read some precepts to debunk this bullshit. As a scientist claims, most of us are bisexual, like animals, which we're not. We're not beasts like dogs and lions and cats and so on and so forth. We're above these creatures, and we have been given different instructions, and orders. There's a strict guidelines, and there's a strict makeup, on how human beings are supposed to operate. The scriptures, explains all of this better than I can word it. So this is First Timothy chapter 6 verse 20, and it reads, "O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust." Keep that which is written in the scriptures, because the words in the scriptures, are truth. And it goes on to say, avoiding profane and vain babbling, talks that profit to nothing, speculation, new doctrine, new philosophies, new ideologies, new so-called discoveries, which are not new discoveries, It's just wickedness. And the oppositions of science, falsely so-called, because this is not science, Verse 21 goes on to say, which some professing have erred concerning the faith, grace be with thee. Amen. On the next precept I have here, I have a few. Oh, let me put it in. Colossians 2, chapter 2, verse 8. And it says, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit after the tradition of men, because this is just, simply put, a tradition of men, traditions of scientists. Scientists speak about the Big Bang and stuff like that. So that in itself shows you that they are in opposition to Yahweh Shemel Shai. They like to oppose his righteousness and his power, But it goes on to say, after the rudiments of the world, not after Yahushai, Let's go into that word, rudiments. Yeah. Art, discipline, elements, primary fundamental principles. So you're going off of the fundamentals of these wicked scientists, these false physicians, these so-called wise men of the world today. You're not going off of what Yahushua says. So the other precepts, pretty much will get the point across. Because what it is this, this is Ecclesiastes 7 verse 29. Lo, this only have I found, that God hath made man upright, but they have sought out many inventions. So Yahweh Shemel Shai already set in order, the order, man and woman. That's it. To be fruitful and multiply, not woman and woman and man. In our law, it tells you that's punishable by death. In this society, because the earth is given into the hands of Esau, it's ran in wickedness as a punishment, as we're living in these chains of darkness, getting judged, and waiting for that day of judgment as well, hoping to be, delivered through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Shai, by our faith and our works, and the grace of Yahweh Hashem Shai, we have the opportunity to do that. However, in this society, it's full of wickedness and filth. That's why we long for a society that is dwelling in righteousness. When the saints take the kingdom, everything is going to be refreshed in righteousness. But nonetheless, the spirits that were in Sodom and Gomorrah reincarnated and here and doing what they usually do, repeating the acts that they have done in the past. So the next one I have here is Romans chapter 1 verse 24, because it explains to you why this is happening. Wherefore God also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts. So not of their own free will, but one thing we do have is lust in our own individual hearts. The Lord will give us all different lusts, whether it's good or bad. You can lust at your woman in righteousness. You can lust for You can lust for knowledge as well in righteousness. So that's good. And on the other hand, you have people that lust for the same gender, lust for abominable food, lust for other men's women, which is wickedness. That's the evil lust. So the Lord is saying that he gives them over to their own hearts, their own lusts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. So this claim right here, scientists that most of us are bisexual is because Yahweh Hashem Shai is giving them over to their own lust, not because it's natural, not because it's okay. It's actually abominable, and you should be punished by death. Individuals like this should not be living, should not be breathing, according to the law. However, we're not living under the laws of Yahweh Hashem Shai in this society. The hopeful elect, the hopeful elect, keeps these laws to the best of their abilities, and we rehearse the righteous acts and we meditate upon these things. On the contrary, the rejects, they don't. They're fully given over to the lust of their own hearts. Yes, some of them may be delivered, may be brought out of it. If they're of the elect, they are going to be. So that's also a possibility, but there's nothing okay about this behavior. Yahweh Hashem Shai is not accepting you. Let me get, before I get the final precept. Because people have this one misconstrued. They get it confused. Somewhere in the Apocrypha. So this is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 12 verse 6. For the Most High hateth the sinners. Right, so he doesn't hate this. They say, the Most High doesn't hate you, he hates the sin. No, he hates the sinners and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment. Right. So, we're in these chains of darkness reserved unto that day. Those wicked individuals are reserved unto that day, first and foremost, to be destroyed. But this is really the conclusion. This is Ecclesiastes 12 verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. So this is what will get you in the right direction. Salakia for these these group chat messages popping up. Fearing Yahweh Hashem Shai and keeping his word. So with that, as always, all praise, honor, and glory goes out to Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham, Rukaha Kudash, Abad Babal, Shalom.